Well, hello there. Welcome. I'm Colin Daniel from roofninja.com. I'm here to give you a little taste of my strumming DVD and what I like to teach on it. This is for a more advanced player. A little more advanced anyways. I wouldn't say super advanced, but it's definitely to advance your strumming techniques. And we're going to add some bass notes to our strum, and we're going to do a thing called inversion. And inversion is where inversion is the reversal of an interval. An interval is a two-note harmony. And say, for example, I'm going to use the chords C, G, F, and A minor. So C, F, and G, and A minor. And I'm going to do some inversion with it. Not all of my changes are inverted, but let's go through that and explain it. Now, the strum I'm going to use is a down pick for the bass note and then a down up. Depending on the fractioning of your strum, I'm going to count at 1 and a. So the bass note is an 8th note, and the down up strum is 16th. 1 and a. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Now what I'm doing here is I'm playing the root note. This is a C chord with a G bass. And what I'm doing is I'm going 1 and a 2 and a. So I'm going the C bass first, so that's my root. 1 and a. Then I'm going to the low 5th. Instead of going to the high 5th, instead of doing this, which to me is too high, right? And I don't have a 5th here in the C chord, but the G is my 5th. So I'm going to go C and then low G. That's an inversion. Because my root note is not the lowest note in my bass strum, but I always start with my root note first. So bass, root, then 5th. Root, and I'm not talking about 5th string, I'm talking about the 5th note out of the chord, right? The 1 and the 5, the C and the G. One and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So that's inversion, because I'm technically I'm supposed to play the root note as my lowest note, and then the 5th should be a little higher. But in this case I've inverted, but I still start with the root note. Even though my G is lower, I start with the root note because we're on a C chord, and the C chord's root is a C, obviously, right? So it's going to go root, 5th, root, 5th, and the count is 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So it's 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and it's a full bar for each one, right? So I'm alternating. I'm going C bass note, then G bass note, C bass note, then G bass note. That's the 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counted 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Now I'm going to go to the G, and now on the G I don't in this G chord I don't have an inversion, but I have the 3rd here on the 5th string. So I'm going to use the 1 and the 3. Root and then 3. Alternate. Root first. Root first. The same count. 1 and root and a 3rd and a root and a 3rd and a. Then I go to the A minor, and here I can use the inversion again. Now, it's not recommended when you strum an A chord and you strum that low E 6th string, it doesn't sound very good. Listen. It's too drony, right? But plucking it as a bass note works really good. Instead of going to my high E on the 4th string, 2nd fret, which is contained in my chord, like this, I prefer the low E. Open 6, so I'll go low A first. Always start with the root, right? Low A, then E. And that sounds really good. You've heard things like this. So that's a good inversion, right? Low A, then E, and same strum again. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... Now for the F chord, I like the low F. So I'll go root on the 6th string, and then the 5th on the 5th string, 3rd fret. That's the 5 harmony, 1 and 5, right? F, and then it's 5th, root and 5, same strum again, 1 and a... Now if you don't know this F bar chord and you want to play it this way, you could do this. You could invert by playing this F bar chord. Instead of the full bar chord, you're barring, you know, the 2nd and 1st string, then your 2nd fingers on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and your 3rd fingers on the 5th string, 3rd fret, and your pinkies underneath it on the 4th string, 3rd fret. That's still an F. Your root now, though, is on the 4th string, and your inversion is on the 5th string. So it goes 4th string root, 5th string inversion. So you could do that too, but I have the best of both worlds when I play this barred F, because I can still play that inversion, and I may just do that if I feel like it, if it suits the song. So what I'm doing here is 6th string down up, 5th string down up, 4th string down up, and then 5th string down up, and that gives me my inversion. And that's a full bar. We're still playing 1 and 5, and we're using inversion plus the lowest root too, just for fun. So now you just put it together. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Doesn't that sound good? Gonna sound like a real pro real quick if you get this down. Appreciate your time. I hope this has helped you out a lot. If you'd like to find out some more about me and about my teaching, you can find me at the Riff Ninja Academy, riffninja.com. Take care, folks. Happy playing and strumming.